Uh, so, I don't know what today is. I think it's like the 5th, 6th, February, probably the 5th. Spent the last few days worried about, Casey. I feel guilty. I made her sound like way worse than she is, and I mean, she's crazy, and she annoys the hell out of me, but only because she's crazy. I really, really, really just love that person locked inside, and I know there's not really much I can do about it. I mean, what do I wish? I wish that she'd come in here. I wish that she'd come back in and see a psychiatrist and get on some meds so that she can be that person all of the time. The more I'm looking into schizophrenia, my buddy Sam, my sister Sam has it to an extent, and I mean, it's not like I didn't know that she was nuts. I mean, I knew she had schizophrenia and PTSD, but I didn't understand really what schizophrenia was. And now I understand why it sounds like she lived a million lives, and why she thinks that she knows everyone we see. Even me. At first, she didn't have anyone to say about me, but now she's like, oh, I swear you have kids somewhere, and, you know, the more I looked into it, the more that's typical of schizophrenia, I guess. It's treatable. And I know that she really was military because I've seen old pictures of her in her uniform, and anyway, I guess I've said her name, but it's not her full name, it's just initials. So anyway, I won't say, but there was a picture that just came up on my phone, and I'm sad, so I went and looked for her. I'm not gonna lie, I went the last couple nights with food, a couple beers, hoping to give it to her, and she wasn't around, and I was worried about the stuff that was piled up out there, and I just found out that she moved it into the bushes and disappeared. So I keep texting the phone that I gave her, and I'm not getting any replies, and I'm pretty sure she went off with another crazy bitch who was out there setting her up for something highly bad. I didn't want to know anything about it, but I just know that it was not good. And I don't know. I just felt like recording my feelings. I have appointments coming up that I need to deal with. I've already worked. Just in 2 days, I've saved some money and got everything back that I need. And my car is empty. It's not clean. I still gotta get to that, but I have a lot to do. Battery died again today, so I need a new battery, but more importantly, I need to replace my back passenger tire because I've got a donut on, and the weather was incredibly bad tonight while I was working. The wind blew my door closed on my leg, like basically between my lower calf and my ankle, and it's all bruised and swollen. And then, it was pouring rain and so dark, and my headlights out. So the only way I can have headlights is to have my brights on, which luckily my headlights are basically, and I've never seen this before, but they're like tinted. They're like black. So and dirty. So my high beams, especially being a low car, aren't really harming anyone, but it's the only way until I fix it. But it's just been rainy. I hate winter. I'm sick of how early it gets dark. And I can't see what I'm doing. Anyway, I have rekindled with my buddy Sam our friendship. She disappeared. She finally paid her phone bills, so thank God. She's back in my life. It's only been not even 3 weeks, but it feels like way longer. And Sam is important to me. She's a very important part of my life. She's Sam. And she was here the first time I got here. She was my bunkie the first night I got in here, the very first time I got in here. And anyway, I hope to God that we always stay in touch. She's a really good person, a very special person, and very special to me. And she bought me breakfast, which we had in the afternoon. But anyway, I did make a little video. She has pneumonia. She's very sick, so she didn't really talk. But I don't know. I was supposed to clean my bedroom today. But at least I took a nice shower. You know, and I do miss Casey. I miss the girl I hung out with at night. During the day, it was all psychotic, and it was all annoying, and it was all a lot to deal with, especially while working. But at night, we'd have drinks. She made me watch some Doctor Who with her in a specific episode, and I'll always remember that. And I'm just worried. And I'm worried about Cutie. Like, really worried about Cutie. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to share this one on social media. Probably just YouTube. Just for my story. If I ever get to tell it. Like, if I ever get to write it. Because there's a lot I don't get on video, but I'm hoping that the ones that I've made will spark those memories for me, because I really would like to tell the story someday. There's so much that I don't put in these videos, like just the women in here, the characters, the staff. Oh my God. It's surreal. It's like all the series that I used to watch, but real. The characters. It's as much as I hate the turn that my life has taken. I don't know that I hate it. I mean, I don't know that I would take it back. I mean, of course, I'm like, yes, of course I would take it back. But I don't know. One thing I'm realizing is that I'm learning lessons, you know. I'm learning to love people despite their pasts. You know, I told her repeatedly, like, I don't want to hear about your past. I'm a Scorpio. She was a Scorpio, too. So is Sam. But I'm like, I don't want to be jealous or resentful or think bad of you. You know, I just want to, let's just pretend we're just born. Let's just start here. Like, the past doesn't fucking matter. Yeah, I mean, as long as you learned your lessons, and in certain little ways it does, but it doesn't have to matter at all. You can just fucking start over. That's what I want. I want to find someone that just doesn't want to share that much about their past. Like, I don't want to know all the men they were with. I don't want to know that they did it for this reason or that reason, or it's dirty and it's old. And why do I have to know? You know? There's certain things you might have to tell someone about your past, but if you don't have to, just fucking don't. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm admitting it. I have issues with people's pasts. And when I'm in relationships, and especially when it involves dicks. And I am not saying there weren't any dicks in my past. But guess what? I don't want to fucking talk about it. I just want to move on. And look at the future and the present. Find somebody that wants to have some fun. And anyway, I knew I was going to ramble on this one, but I got a half hour before curfew, so yeah, I'm still here. So what? I had another setback. Lasted 2 weeks. I got hella laid. It was not like the most spectacular because of not having any space, because doing it in a car is a bitch. But at the same time, it was great considering. And maybe that's just someone who hasn't had sex in a million years talking, but yeah, I'm gonna stop there. I just was like letting a tiger out of a cage, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, especially another Scorpio. That was fucking phenomenal. But anyways, so I'm gonna say goodnight, and I'm gonna put the link to Sam's video on here. She really didn't get very far, but I'm gonna encourage her to keep going because she is very good at talking about mental disorders, and it's it's a prominent thing right now. So good night all.